What do you got, Waterboy?
Fred Warner.
Beautiful.
Live on the UMA guest line.
This
Get
is
him on
exciting
here. This
as
is
hell,
great.
man. Well, there's your daily dose of Dubs. How
All right,
exciting
solid dose.
to welcome the all-pro himself, number 54. Fred, we've had you on the Murph and Max show before, man. It is a real pleasure to have you on the Friday of Super Bowl week. How you doing, man?
Hey, Fred.
Man, I'm doing well. I appreciate you guys. I could be doing better, if we were here for the right reasons.
I know, man.
You know what?
I know.
It's how it goes.
You know
It's how
what?
it goes.
You know what, Fred? We got to talk about that for a minute because a lot of 49ers this week were not shy about their feelings. From Kittle to McCaffrey to Ayuk to you. Let's talk it out, man. How are you processing this, man? How can you come to grips with this as a competitor?
Yeah, you got to look at it for what it is. We lost in a weird fashion. Who would have thought that we would have lost our third string and fourth string quarterback in the most important game of the season, right? And they scored more points than we did at the end of the day, and it sucks. We got punched in the face. That's kind of life, and you learn from it. You take what you can from it, and you move on, and you work hard, and in the hopes of getting back there. And I know we're gonna get to the peak of the mountain at some point soon.
You look at teams in history, and by the way, Fred is here to talk about X-Tech shoulder pads in just a minute here, but you look at teams throughout history that knock on the door, and there's that theory, they can't win the big one, but you also have the toughness and strength to keep showing up back to year after year. Is that how you guys look at it?
Yeah, I do. I think that we are built of the right stuff. I think that ever since I've gotten here, Kyle and John have brought in guys who just love the game and are the right type of guys, to ultimately get to where we want to go. And it's just that small little inch that we're right there. It's not like we're far off. It's right there, and our time is coming.
I think you guys got to, I'm looking forward to how you guys process the next 6 months, because I know when you guys gather in late July, there's probably going to be some spiritual discussions, probably led by you, Fred. I mean,
oh, man.
I imagine you can't even think what you're going to say to the team in late July. You probably have to do some processing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, every year is its own year. That's what I've kind of realized, and you can take bits and pieces of things that you've learned and that you've gone through. Obviously this past game will be motivation for sure, but next year will be a whole new set of guys. It's like the team's never the exact same. We have the core guys that have remained here ever since I've been here, but it's always a new team. New opportunities, and we'll be ready to go when the time comes.
So Fred Warner is our guest on the UMA guest line. Fred, all week Murph keeps asking me who I'm rooting for in the Super Bowl, and I'm like, nobody. I can barely even stomach watching this game because I got my fair share of problems with the Chiefs. You know all about that, and then you got this Philly game, which is just haunting me, just like you guys. My question to you, Fred, is: are you even going to watch the Super Bowl? Because some of your teammates say I'm not even going to watch.
No, I saw that. I saw Nick and Christian, all those guys saying they're not going to watch. I'm most likely going to watch. I'm gonna watch the game. I'm a football fan at the end of the day, regardless of the circumstance. It is the Super Bowl, but I'm not obviously to say I'd be rooting for anybody. Be way far off. I'm just kind of watching just because of being a fan of the game.
Fred Warner is here. You got X-Tech shoulder pads, Fred. What do you got?
Yeah, no, X-Tech, this is something that, is near and dear to me because if there's one piece of equipment aside from the helmet that's most important for a linebacker on the field, I feel like it's got to be the shoulder pads. X-Tech is amazing for me because the combination of the protection and the performance. It feels like when I'm out there that I'm not really wearing anything. You want something that is going to protect your shoulders, but at the same time, you can't have that limitation, when you're out there. And I feel like that's the greatest thing about X-Tech is that combination of the two. And, they have all the top guys. You saw last night in the NFL honors, Justin Jefferson win Offensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa, my guy wearing, those are guys that wear these type of pads, including myself and Josh Jacobs. I can go down the list. These are like the top pads to wear. NFL, college, high school, you name it.
Nice.
So yeah, they're
So for high school football players even out there.
Yeah, absolutely. These are pads that are in high school locker rooms as well.
All right, man. X-Tech shoulder pads, Fred Warner. Fred, just a quick note on before we let you go. Your buddy Nick Bosa won the Defensive Player of the Year award last night, man. How'd you feel about that?
Man, I was so happy for him. We already knew what was going to happen, but it was cool just to actually see it happen, and super deserving this type of season that he's had. And I mean, even the seasons leading up to this point, this is an accumulation of all the hard work he's put in, on top of being just a freak player and athlete. He's a great person, and I'm happy for him. Seriously,
he shouted out the league's #1 defense, so I hope you nodded your head, right?
Oh hell yeah!
Right. I told him, hey, don't forget about me in your speech. So that was he didn't say my name, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
hey, and Fred, we can't let you go without a question on your new D coordinator. You got a new guy, Steve Wilks. We haven't heard anything. Have you met him? Have you talked to him? Do you have experience with him? And we know obviously what D'Amico said, but what's the Fred Warner Steve Wilks relationship?
Yeah, I haven't had the chance to meet him yet. I know when I get back to the Bay, if he is there, then I'll have a chance to meet him then. But I'm really excited about it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Fred, can you hear us?
I gave it a minute here. Sometimes this happens.
Oh.
Sometimes this happens.
Oh, we didn't lose Fred.
Wait. We'll give it a second. I want to get some Steve Wilks on here.
You're going to love him. He's a great guy. The system that he runs, for Mike linebacker, you make a lot of plays, and so I'm like, man, let's do it. I'm excited about it.
Okay, yeah. By the way, you dropped out right in the middle there, Fred. I'm sorry. Did you give us any gold there that we didn't get to hear?
Oh, sorry. Where'd I miss you at?
Right at the start when you said you haven't had a chance to talk to him, and then you came back saying he lets a linebacker make a lot of plays.
Yeah, no. Some of his former players, the Carolina Panthers players, actually reached out to me. Shaq Thompson was their Mike backer over there, and he reached out and said, "Man, you're gonna love him. This is my guy." And I made a lot of plays in the defense, so I'm excited.
Okay, very good. Hey, Fred, so on the Murph and Mac show, we're the morning show. We don't take it too seriously, so Paulie Mac is our guy.
Well, Fred, this is what we do. On the Murph and Mac show, we give musical tributes to all of our favorite players, and we've done songs for Christian McCaffrey. We've done songs for Nicky Bosa, and we just did one for you, Fred Warner. So we decided to keep it funky, went back and did some old funky Prince. Are you a Prince fan, Fred?
Prince, wow. I mean, that's going a little back. All right, yeah,
okay.
let's hear it.
Oh, we're going to go back.
Talking old Prince,
yeah,
too.
This is old Prince.
Pre-Purple Rain.
Yeah, no, it's funky Prince. It's only a minute long, but this is the Murph and Mac musical tribute to you, Fred Warner.
Just listen to Fred during the song.
All right.
Remember when I met you, Warner? You look so good in Niner Red.
We gotta keep believing. Recommit yourself right now. Every single day matters.
You've been looking for a ring. I love the way you talk, the things you said.
It's all about one game right now. One game, and that's in Philly.
Fred, fill your Niner cup. Fred, till you get enough.
How about
Fred, come on, man. He'll put your ass to bed. Fred, we love your Niner dreads. Fred.
Yes, sir. Let it go three. 1, 2, 3.
There you go, buddy.
There it is. From us to you, Fred. How'd we do, man?
Wow, you guys did amazing. I've never had a song made about me, so that's a first timer right there.
Much less to Prince's old song "Head."
Well, listen,
all right, there it is. All right, we'll let you go, man. Everybody, go check out X-Tech shoulder pads. We'll look forward to talking to you next summer, and have a great off season, man.
No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Fred.
He's awesome. He's great.
Hell of
really
a player, hell of a dude.
Great sport on the song, too.
Yeah.
Well, Paulie, this week you got Lisa McCaffrey approval and Fred Warner approval.
I'll do it every time, man.
Remember,
you give me the guess, I'll play him the songs.
Lisa wants it on her running playlist.
I understand.
Did we send it to her?
I told Triple E to. Yeah, they did. They emailed it to her.
By the way, that Fred one is...
Yeah.
More I hear that.
We love your Niner dreads.
That's really gaining some steam in my world.
Yeah, it's got that funk running through it.